This video is going to go out to J Stylez 111. I was sent a video that apparently you made, and I decided to do a little commentary on it. And the first thing I'm going to discuss here is, well, how much did those sunglasses cost you? I mean, those big white sunglasses. I was kind of wondering about that. I mean, did you have to pay like hundreds of dollars, or did you just find them in some department store for about 20-30 bucks and buy them? And wherever you got them, you might want to leave a link in the thing below to tell people where to get a pair for themselves. I think they were kind of interesting. They definitely make a fashion statement, no question about that. There was a guitar playing in the background. I was wondering if you were the one playing that guitar. That would be kind of interesting to know. What I got out of the video, I mean, now granted, I don't really watch a lot of rap. I don't listen to a lot of rap, okay? That's just not my forte. But what I'm getting out of this particular story here is that you're kind of torn between the life that you lived before you became famous and the life you live now. I'd like to hear some more of your personal struggles. Do you have problems with your conscience as you're dealing with day-to-day activities? What kind of pressures do you experience as you continue on your road to fame? Have you ever thought about, you know, maybe this fame is not all it's cracked up to be, and then maybe one day you may want to just get out of it because it becomes overwhelming? That's the kind of things I'd like to hear about. It's the internal struggles of what you're deciding to do with life. I mean, you are kind of young after all, and you have your whole life ahead of you, and you have to think, you know, do I really want to pursue this path or that path? That'd be an interesting thing to talk about. Do you actually live in New York? Do you know a lot of people in New York? I saw a lot of video footage from New York. I take it you frequent that a lot. You were mentioning that you have been to Canada. Where in Canada have you been to? What have you seen in Canada? You mentioned you also have been in the LA area. What have you seen in LA? Here's a good question for you. How hard is it to read those contracts that you have to sign? I mean, do you have to have a lawyer present every single time you have a contract because it's so hard to read because they use such unbelievable and unghastly terminology? You never talk about that either. So there's a lot of things you could really talk about in your future videos, and maybe people. That's one of the things, you know. You could actually be a positive influence on people and say, look, this fame thing is not all it's cracked up to be. I mean, it's nice and all, but there is a cost to this, and you have to decide whether the cost is worth it or not. All right? You have to decide whether your non-fame life is so bad that you have to switch to being famous in order to do what you want to do. So, those are things I think you could very easily talk about. I would love to hear your responses on that. And that's all pretty much I got to say about that video. So, interesting video. I did like the background music, but like I said, I'm not much into rap. I will give you that right now. I have said that before, and I'm going to say it again. I'm not much into rap. But I thought the background music was nice. So, obviously you got some good musical tastes as far as background music is concerned. So I'll give you that. I'll tell you more in a future video, so stay tuned.